A reptile dealer was preparing a large 5.5-foot eastern diamondback rattlesnake for shipment to a buyer.
He put the snake on the table and tried to pin the head.
Snakes that are having their heads pinned tend not to be very cooperative about it, and this eastern diamondback was no exception.
As the man reached out to grab the snake behind the head, it whipped its head around and sunk its fangs into the man's right hand.
He grabbed the snake behind his head and ripped it off his hand.
He began to feel the effects of the venom within 5 minutes.
Eastern diamondback venom is particularly toxic. It can bring on necrosis or tissue death, and in some cases can cause cardiac arrest.
Time is precious, especially with an eastern diamondback. The window of opportunity is 4 to 6 hours, and then you have death.
He got in the car and drove to the hospital with the venom rapidly affecting his body.
When he pulled into the parking lot, he passed out.
Unable to make it to the door of the hospital.
This case is a very good illustration of why, if a person's bitten by a venomous snake, they should just call 911. Had he passed out while driving down the road, he easily could have crashed his car and killed himself and maybe killed innocent people as well.
Fortunately, medical staff saw him, rushed out, grabbed him on a stretcher, and brought him in.
As they wheeled him into the ER, the nurse called a local snake expert to see how they should proceed. The phone rang in the man's pocket.
As the nurse removed the phone from the patient's pocket, they realized he was the snake expert.
Now having the snake expert lying unconscious in the hospital, not only were the man's organs shutting down, but the infected hand was taking a turn for the worse.
Severe bites from pit vipers, like the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, can cause major swelling. If it's not treated properly, a person could easily lose a limb. When his kidneys failed, they put him on dialysis.
The deadly venom was rapidly damaging the man's body. Drastic measures had to be taken.
Doctors were unable to find a pulse in his hand anymore. That means circulation had been cut off, and they felt that they needed to perform a fasciotomy in order to prevent amputation.
Fasciotomy is a surgery that's done as the last resort in most envenomations. It's done to relieve the pressures that are building up in that area that's causing a loss of circulation. So in order to save him, the surgeons went in and did a circumferential cut around the arm in order to relieve that pressure.
In the end, the man received 33 vials of antivenom. The antivenom did save the man's life, and the fasciotomy saved his arm. 5 weeks and $630,000 in medical bills later, the man was released from the hospital.